Good afternoon, gentle friends. Welcome back to another day. So this afternoon, I'm going to do something super simple for lunch. I need to go ahead and use up that last piece of bottom round. So I cut that up into like beef tips, and I have just seasoned this with some Parmesan basil olive oil, some Worcestershire sauce, and I'm getting down to the very bottom of my homemade mix. So I thought, oh, okay, let me go ahead and make some more. Well, apparently I am out of 2 of the 3 main ingredients for the umami mix part of it. I've gone through my cupboards and pantry, and I thought I had at least 1 more bag of the umami powder, and I thought I had like 3 packs of the tamarind powder that I use, but I can't find anything. So I found a couple of other things, and we're just going to make like a house combo mix. To make everything bagel seasoning, which I combine with it as well, I have some white sesame seeds, black sesame seeds. These are actually a black cumin seed, so I'm going to put those in there. And then I went through the cupboard and was like, well, what do I have that I can put in there that'll be tasty? So I have some mushroom bouillon powder, which is as close as I can get to the umami seasoning until that comes in. Then I have some of the Umami Magic mix. I have 3 little packs here, and I'll put those in there. This is as close as I can get. This is a tamarind seasoning mix, and so this is as close as I can get to the one I normally use. I have tried this before. It tastes similar, so it's not the same, but it's close. And then for the salt part, normally I would put pink Himalayan salt, but I have this sample pack that came that has pink Himalayan salt, then chili garlic powder, black pepper, onion, white pepper, cumin, and cayenne. I'm going to try it and make sure it's not too hot. I think once it's diluted down and everything else, it should be fine. But I'm going to go ahead and put that in there. And while I was looking for seasoning packs, I found this Stubbs chicken marinade citrus and onion mix that was 70 cents. And it is onion, salt, sugar, tamari soy sauce, dehydrated obviously, and then the spices, including ginger, red pepper, brown sugar, there's your natural flavors, molasses, corn syrup, lime juice, lime oil. So I think this, again, it was just, I have it, so why not go ahead and throw it in there. So I'm going to combine all of this and top up that container, and then reorder the 2 things that I'm out of. And then veggie-wise, sorry veggies, I just about left you out. This is some of the broccoli rabe I got yesterday in the Misfits box, and I have the other half of that Delicata Squash, so I'm going to go ahead and cook those. Alright, we won't be using the Stubbs, because I didn't think about that. I read to you that it had lime oil in it, but of course oil is going to make it sticky and not completely dry, so I can't put that in there. So I'm going to taste this, make sure that it has a flavor that is worth keeping, and if it is, I'll go ahead and set that up as some chicken marinade. Alright, so here's where we're up to, and then weird stuff is happening. So in here, the darker black is the black cumin seeds, the lighter black is the black sesame seeds. Underneath that is the white sesame seeds, and I went ahead and poured what was in here into the bottom, so I can just kind of mix all that in. Then I have the mushroom bouillon powder. This is the tamari, and then this is the Umami Magic mix. That's the little yellow squares. So I decided I wanted to put another 3 packs of that in there, and apparently I don't have any of that either, and that is just, the pixies are doing something, because there's no way I'm out of all 3 of those. I don't know. It's just, okay. So this is the Maggi in bouillon cube form. So I'm going to crumble up although these may have some oily parts in them. If they do, I won't use that. And I've opened this, so I'm going to try this and see, but it's actually, no, I'm not for this. It's, again, I don't want to put anything slightly tacky in there because then it makes the whole thing go hard. So since this looks like the stub seasoning, even though it doesn't say that there's any oil in there, no, there's something that is making it sticky like that. So I'm just going to leave this out. Okay, so I'm going to mix this, and then when the other parts that I normally use comes, I'll just pour the container back in here, add those, and basically add all the extra ingredients. Hey guys, welcome back for dinner. So first, I need to do something I was supposed to do last week. I had a member ask me, how do I know if my digital kitchen scale is accurate? And I can only show you how I do mine. So this particular scale is a dual platform. This is the super sensitive side and weighs in fractions of a gram. And then this one does grams, ounces, pounds, things like that. Now this particular scale comes with a calibration weight. This is a 200 gram weight, and so basically you can just check that yes, that is still accurate, and then on the sensitive side, there we go. Okay, so you can see that is that accurate there. Other scales, it's going to depend on how fancy it is and what sort of quality it is. This particular one I bought off of Amazon. Okay, so dinner. I think I want, you know those French bread pizza things that you can get? There's normally, I think you can buy them singly, and sometimes there's 2 in a box. So I bought a multi-seed baguette. They're called bacon takes from Kroger, and I need to go ahead and use this. And I was like, oh, well, there we go. That's what I'll do. So I'm going to cut this in half and make little pizzas. Okay. So that we get, and this is how I'm going to track it. Somebody said, well, how are you going to track your bread when it's not a per slice? So I don't tend to use the slice ones unless the bread is all exactly the same. I buy a lot of artisan breads, and those I just weigh out. So the whole thing here is 154 grams. That's how I'll track that. Okay, I have Ragu Marinara Sauce, some turkey pepperoni, some Black Forest ham. I'm going to put 1 Laughing Cow pepper jack cheese wedge sort of smeared on each one. And I have some Mexican style blended shredded cheese. I'm just going to put that together, put it in the air fryer, get it nice and crispy, and then that will be dinner. Here's your nightly check-in with the shrimpies. So, got a couple of them that are up here. Some more hanging out back there. I gave them a piece of Delicata Squash from lunch today. The little snails are hanging out. Oh, I don't want to focus. No focus! There we go. There's some little snails, little baby. Okay. So yes, snails. All right. Okay, anyway, dinner. Dinner was okay. I am not a huge fan of pizza, so it was okay. I had all the stuff. It was good to use that up. That was fine. But I did have to laugh at the fact that when I took the picture, I was like, damn, there's no color in this. So, we are going to color it up with my dessert. This is a fruit salad that I started putting together yesterday. So this has half of a personal size watermelon, half of a cantaloupe, 1 whole pineapple, a container of blackberries, a container, about 2/3 of a container of blueberries, half a container of strawberries, and 8 mandarin oranges. So that's what's in here so far. And then I have a container of green kiwi. I don't like to put those in when I make it because they get kind of smashed up. So I like to add this to my bowl when I have it. And then I weighed out my pomegranate seeds, what I had left. But again, I don't put those in the big bowl because they all go to the bottom and I end up not being able to get them in each bowl without kind of fishing them out. So I'm going to add these individually. And then I don't see it. I don't know what I did with my yogurt. I might have put it back in the fridge. I am having that with a Yoplait Lemon Burst yogurt, which I had never seen before I picked it up at the little grocery store that I don't normally go to. So I have never seen Lemon Burst before, but I got 3 of those. I've had one. It is very tasty. I like lemon, so that was good. All right, so I'm going to dish this up, and then that is going to finish up the night. Let's see, end of night stuff. Reading, I finished the Emily Calby book, the 3rd book in the series, which is the final book in the series. I finished that yesterday. That was really good. If you've watched the videos, I have put the picture, so like it says what I'm reading, and then it shows you the book title, author, all of that. I have Kindle Unlimited, so I just download them and read them on my phone. So that is finished, which means I need to find a new book or a new series to start. I have quite a few things saved that Facebook has recommended, so I'm going to go through those. I think I'm going to start with, there's an author that, if you're not familiar with him, his name is Terry Pratchett, and he was extremely popular in the 80s, 90s, early 2000s. I really enjoyed the series. I'm thinking about starting and reading the entire series again, but I saw something that said, if you like Terry Pratchett, you'll like this series. And so I think I'm going to give that a try. I can normally tell within the first chapter if I'm going to be willing to read the whole thing. So I'm going to look at that. And then painting wise, I was just doing some work before I came back in the kitchen. So I'll take you in the paint room and show you what I have in progress on there. And that's it. That'll be me for the day. Alright, so this is my painting desk if you haven't seen it, or this is how it looks currently. And these guys are what I am currently working on. They belong to a board game called Forgotten King, which is made by Super Dungeon Explorer. And I am, like, they come... Well, these have already been what's called primed, which is where I put the white paint on them to then put the color on. But, like, they start out... This particular one started out that green color, for example. And yeah, there's cards for their powers, and I'm painting them according to the cards, which is why this guy is pink and purple. I don't know why. I don't know, but that's what he is on the card, which you'll see. So that's the color he is. And then this is a stack of things that I'll be working on next. I have some more up there. But this is the work in progress for tonight, and I will probably finish these so they can dry overnight, and then they'll be done.